Active elements in interface design. Active elements in interface design are interactive components that users engage with to perform actions or navigate through the application. These elements are crucial for creating an intuitive and engaging user experience. Active elements in interface design like buttons, links, forms and input fields, drop down menu, slider, navigation menu, tabs, modals and dialog, carousels, accordions are active elements in a user interface design. The importance of active elements make the interaction with the interface more engaging, and usability enhances the clear feedback and guiding the user through tasks, and interactivity allows users to interact with the interface in meaningful ways, and finally accessibility will improve the uh, user experience to understand and interact with the interface. Next, practical examples. First one, e-commerce checkout process. So the first active element is a button. A prominent add to cart and checkout buttons guide the purchase process. Next, form UI element, which simplified and clearly labeled forms for shipping and payment information with real-time validation. Drop down menus, country and state selectors for shipping detail. Sliders like price range sliders in product filters. And this is a typical checkout flow which is having a 6-step process. Here the first step is product page. In the product page, the products will be listed out, and during the shopping page, shopping cart and review items will be added to the shopping page, and in the fourth step, shipping and billing informations will be displayed to the user interface elements, and in the fifth stage the payment information will be processed for the user, and finally the last step, sixth step, order confirmation will be given to the user for purchase. Now, social media platform. Second example. Here we have buttons like share and comment buttons for engaging with content. Next, navigation menus. Sidebar menus for accessing different sections like home, profile, and settings. Next one is tab. Tabbed content for organization post, photos, and friends on user profile. Next one, models. Model dialogues for creating new post or editing profile information. Third example, banking application. So the first element is the prominent element, which is a button. It quick action buttons for transferring money or paying bills. Next, input fields. Secure input fields for entering account details and passwords. Sliders, budget sliders for setting savings goals. Accordions, expandable sections for transaction details and account settings. Now, best practices for active elements. First one, ensure accessibility. Design interactive elements that are accessible to all users, including those with disabilities. Second, provide feedback. Always provide visual or haptic feedback when users interact with active elements. Third, maintain consistency. Use consistent styles and interactions across all active elements to create a cohesive user experience. Fourth, optimize for touch. Ensure active elements are easily tappable on touch devices with sufficient spacing to avoid accidental taps. And finally, fifth, prioritize usability. It focus on usability by making interactions intuitive and minimizing the number of steps required to complete actions. Next, static to active page. Transforming static elements into active ones in UI/UX design involves adding interactivity to enhance user engagement, usability, and overall experience. This shift can significantly improve how users interact with an application or website, making it more intuitive and responsive to their needs. Key concepts: static elements are passive components that display information but do not allow user interactions. Example include text, images, and labels. Second, active elements. These are interactive components that users can engage with to perform actions or navigate through the application. Examples include button, sliders, forms, and links. Next, steps to transform static to active elements. The first step, analyze user needs and goals. Understand what users need to achieve, how they interact with the interface, and identify opportunities where static elements can become interactive to better serve these needs. Second, add interactivity to static content. Example, buttons and links. Button and link convert static text or images into clickable button or link. Change a static learn more text in a clickable button that direct users to additional information. Next, expandable sections. Make static content expandable to reveal more information. Example, use accordions or collapsible panels for frequently asked questionnaires, allowing users to expand and collapse answers. Third, incorporate input fields. Add forms and input fields where users can provide information or preferences. Example, replace a static list of user preferences with checkboxes or drop down menu where users can make selections. 4. Implement interactive visuals. Use sliders, toggles, and other interactive elements to allow users to control and adjust settings. Example, replace a static price range with a slider that users can drag to set their desired price range. 5. Enhance navigation. It transforms static navigation elements into interactive menu or tab. Example, Convert a static sidebar menu into a collapsible navigational panel that users can expand and collapse. Sixth, utilize models and pop-up. Display additional information or options in models or pop-ups triggered by user action. Example, clicking a static contact us link opens a model with a contact form instead of navigating to a new page. 7. Provide real-time feedback. User interactive feedback mechanisms like hover, effects, animation, and real-time validation. Example, add over effects to buttons to indicate they are clickable and use real-time validation to provide instant feedback on form inputs. Practical examples, e-commerce product page. Here, static image of a product and text description of the product features and static list of available sizes and colors are displayed. Whereas in active image carousel, users can scroll through multiple product images. Next, expandable descriptions. Users can click to expand detailed product descriptions. Third, interactive selectors, drop down menu or color switches for selecting sizes and colors. Here we have a difference between static, dynamic, and e-commerce website. Static website examples, browser websites. Static websites are commonly used as digital browsers for business, providing essential information about products or services. Next, personal portfolio. Individuals such as artists, photographers, or writers often use static websites to showcase their work in a simple and visually appealing manner. Event websites. Websites for event, conference, or exhibition that require a static display of information such as schedules, speakers, and venue details. And dynamic website examples, content management system CMS, WordPress, Joomla, and Drupal are dynamic platforms. Social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn utilize dynamic website structures. E-learning platforms, websites with interactive courses and quizzes. Example 2, informational website. Static, long paragraphs of text on the home page. Static content, contact information. Static navigation menu. Next, active collapsible sections. Use accordions for text sections to make the content more digestible. Next, contact form. It converts static contact information into a clickable contact us button that opens a form. Interactive navigation. It implements a sticky navigation bar that highlights the current section as users scroll. Here we have a small design of a static website and a dynamic website. Example 3, financial dashboard. Static graph and charts and static list of recent transactions and static balance summary. Whereas in active, interactive charts allows users to hover over or click data points for more details. Expandable transaction list. Users can click on transactions to view more details and real-time updates. It implement real-time updates for balances and transactions. Thank you. Here we will discuss about design before design. Design before design refers to the preliminary stages of the design process, where foundational work is done to set the stage for effective and informed design. This phase is crucial as it involves understanding the problem, gathering insight, and defining the goal and parameters that will guide the subsequent design efforts. Here are the key components. First one, research and discovery. Silent program. Objective, understand the context, user, and market. Activities, market research, analyze competitors and market trends to identify opportunities and challenges. Contextual inquiry, observe users in their natural environment to gain insights into how they interact with the similar products. Second, stakeholder interviews. Objective, it gather insights and expectation from stakeholders. Activities, interviews and workshop. Interview will engage with the stakeholders such as clients, business and leaders and team members to understand their vision, goal and constraint. Workshop will facilitate collaborative sessions to align on objectives, priorities and potential solutions. Third, problem definition. Objective, clearly define the problem to be solved. Activities, problem statements articulate the core issues and challenges that need addressing. User stories create narratives that describe the user's need and how the product should address them. Journey mapping visualize the user's experience to identify pain points and opportunities for improvement. 4. Ideation and brainstorming. Objective, generate a wide range of ideas and solutions. Activities, brainstorming sessions encourage free thinking and idea generation without judgment. Sketching, quickly sketch out concepts to visualize ideas. Mind mapping, create diagrams that connect ideas and concepts to explore various possibilities. 5. Concept development. Objective, develop initial concepts and validate them. Activities like wireframing, create low fidelity wireframe to outline the basic structure and layout of the product. Prototyping, develop simple prototypes to test concepts and gather feedback. User testing, conduct early testing with users to validate ideas and identify areas for improvement. Six, requirements gathering. Objective, define the technical and functional requirements. Activities, specifications, document detailed requirements for the product features, functionality, and interaction. User flow outline the step users will take to achieve their goal within the product. Technical constraint identify and document any technical limitations or requirements. Project planning objective develop a roadmap and plan for the design and development process. Timeline create a project timeline with milestones and deadlines. Resource allocation identify the resources needed, including team member, tool, and budget. Risk management assesses potential risk and develop mitigation strategies. So, design before design is a critical phase that lays the groundwork for a successful design project. By thoroughly researching, defining the problem and generating ideas and planning the project, designers can ensure that their efforts are well informed and aligned with both user needs and business goal. This preliminary work help to minimize risk, avoid costly mistakes, and create a strong foundation for effective and impactful design. Here we have a UX design process steps. In step 1, understand the initial exploration. Step 2, research the marketplace and competition. Step 3, sketch and analyze, and repeat. Step 4, design and test with wireframe and prototype. 5, develop and implement UI. 6, evaluate for quality and compatibility. So in UX design process, we have 5 different steps. First one is define. In define, we have to understand the problem. Second, product definition, business goal, value proposition, and project scope. Next, in the research step, problem exploration, user research, user behavior, competitive research, user journey maps are given. And in analyze step, data analysis, user profile, narrowing down and prioritizing feature, defining project requirements. Design, exploring design ideas, information architecture, user flow, sketching, wireframing, testing design solutions, gathering feedback. In the last step, launch, usability testing, user testing, questionnaire, and UX audit, delivering the solution, validation, analysis, improvement, all are done in the last stage. Next is functionality. Active elements in interface design that enhance functionality are crucial for creating engaging and efficient user experience. These elements not only facilitate user interactions but also ensure that the interface is intuitive, responsive, and meets user expectations. First one is buttons. Functionality. Buttons are interactive elements that trigger actions such as submitting form, navigating to different section, or initiating process. Design considerations. It ensures buttons are visually distinct, properly labeled, and provide clear feedback when clicked. Example, change in color or animation. Second, forms and input fields. Input fields allow users to enter data, make selections, example checkboxes, radio button, or upload files. Design considerations provide clear labels and placeholders, validate user input in real time, and offer contextual help or tooltip where needed. Drop down menu and selectors. Drop down menus enable users to select from a list of options such as choosing categories or filtering result. Next, design considerations make drop-downs searchable for large lists, ensure options are logically organized, and provide visual indicators for selected items. 4. Sliders and range selectors. Functionality. Sliders allow users to adjust values within a specified range, useful for setting preferences, example price ranges, volume and control. Design considerations. It provides clear labels for minimum and maximum values, ensures smooth and responsive movement, and consider touch-friendly design for mobile users. Tabs and navigation. Tabs organize content into separate sections within the same interface, improving navigation and content organization. It clearly indicates active tabs, use animation or transitions between tab changes, and ensure accessibility for keyboard and navigation. Sixth one, model and dialogues. Models and dialogues overlay the main interface to provide additional information, options, or actions without navigating away. Design considerations use models sparingly to avoid disrupting the user flow, ensure easy dismissal, example, close buttons, and maintain focus management for accessibility. Interactive charts and graphs. Charts and graphs visually represent data and allow users to interact with data points for more detail. It enables zooming or filtering capability, provide tooltip for data point and ensure the charts are responsive to different screen sizes. Drag and drop functionality. It allows users to move elements, example files, items in a list by dragging and dropping them to new locations or container. Design considerations provide visual feedback during dragging and ensure drop target and clearly defined and support touch gestures on mobile devices. Collapsible panels and accordions. Collapsible panels or accordions hide or reveal content section, helping to manage content density and improve readability. It uses clear icons or labels to indicate expandable sections, provide smooth animation for expanding, collapsing, and maintain accessibility for screen readers. 10th, interactive maps. Maps allow users to explore geographic information, interact with markers or layers, and perform actions like searching for locations or getting directions. The design considerations it ensure maps are responsive, provide zoom and pan control, it offer tooltips for markers and integrate with location based services where applicable. So the first one active functionality is button, form and input fields, drop down menu and selectors, sliders and range selectors, tabs and navigation, model and dialogue, interactive charts and graph, drag and drop functionality, collapsible panel and accordions, interactive maps. Thank you.